Hi, friendly foxes. It's me again. I just wanted to read a book today. We were supposed to have fathers in our classroom yesterday, and because we didn't, I thought I'd read one of my favorite stories. It's from an author named Robert Munsch, and I love his books. They're silly. So this one's called Something Good by Robert Munsch. Taya went shopping with her father and her brother and her sister. She pushed the cart up the aisle and down the aisle, up the aisle and down the aisle, up the aisle and down the aisle. Taya said, "Sometimes my father doesn't buy good food. He gets bread and eggs and milk and cheese and spinach. Nothing any good. He doesn't buy ice cream and cookies and chocolate bars or ginger ale." So Taya very quietly snuck away from her father and got the cart on her own. She pushed it over to the ice cream. Then she put 100 boxes of ice cream into her cart. Taya pushed the cart up behind her father and said, "Daddy, look!" Her father turned around and yelled, "Yikes!" Taya said, "Daddy, good food!" "Oh, no," said her father. "This is sugary junk. It will rot your teeth and it will lower your IQ. Put it all back." So Taya put back the 100 boxes of ice cream. She meant to go right back to her father, but on the way she had to pass the candy. She put 300 chocolate bars in her cart. Taya pushed that cart up behind her father and said, "Daddy, look!" What do you think her dad said? He said, "Yikes!" Taya said, "Daddy, good food." "Oh, no," said her father. "This is sugary junk. Put it all back." So Taya put back all the chocolate bars. Then her father said, "Okay, Taya, I have had it. You stand here and don't move." Taya knew she was in big trouble, so she stood there and she did not move. Some friends came by and said hello, and Taya didn't move. A man ran over her toe with his cart, and Taya still didn't move. A lady who worked in the store came by and looked at Taya. She looked her over from top down. She looked her over from bottom up. She knocked Taya on the head, and Taya still didn't move. The lady said, "This is the nicest doll I have ever seen. It looks almost real." She put a price tag on Taya's nose that said $29.95. Then she picked Taya up and put her on a shelf with all the other dolls. What do you think happens? A man came along and looked at Taya. He said, "This is the nicest doll I have ever seen. I'm going to get the doll for my son." And he picked up Taya by the hair, and Taya yelled very loudly, "Stop!" The man screamed, "It's alive!" And he ran down the aisle, knocking over a pile of 500 apples. A lady came along and looked at Taya. She said, "This is the nicest doll I have ever seen. I think that I must buy this doll for my daughter." And she picked Taya up by the ear, and Taya yelled as loudly as she could, "Stop!" And the lady screamed, "It's alive!" And she ran down the aisle, knocking over a pile of 500 oranges. Then Taya's father came along looking for his daughter and said, "Taya, Taya, 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 where are you, Taya? What are you doing on that shelf?" Taya said, "It's all your fault. You told me not to move, and the people are trying to buy me." "Oh, come now," said her father. "I won't let anyone bother you." He gave Taya a big kiss and a big hug, and then they went to pay for all of their food. The man at the cash register looked at Taya and said, "Hey, mister, you can't take that kid out of the store. You have to pay for her." It says right here on her nose, $29.95. Wait, said the father, this is my own kid. I don't have to pay for my own kid. The man said, if it has a price tag, then you must pay for it. I won't pay, said the father. You got to pay, said the man. The father said, no. The man said, yes. The father said, no. The man said, yes. The father said, and Andrew and Julie all yelled, no. Then Taya quietly said, Daddy, don't you think I'm worth $29.95? Well, of course you're worth $29.95, said the father. He reached into his wallet, got out the money, paid the man, and took the price tag off of her nose. Taya gave her father a big kiss, smooch, and a big hug, and then she said, Daddy, you finally brought something good after all. Then her father picked up Taya and gave her a big, long hug and didn't say anything at all. The end. So this weekend, make sure you give your dads big hugs and your moms big hugs. Remember to be super helpful at home. I miss you all. Bye.